Just like, it's pretty much 90% limiting beliefs, I guess, just
You
no
see
matter
that?
what.
See that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's scary.
One thing, so after doing this work that I do for a while, I've
Yeah. Yeah.
learned that people talk themselves right out of things. And we're human. We're human. So I about a year and a half ago, about 18 months ago, I added this limiting beliefs part of the program in because I had to admit that part of the reason why you're not doing what you know you should is because you've talked yourself out of it. And so we have to just admit that there are a thing called limiting beliefs, whatever you want to call them, but they're these ideas that you have that are counter to what you want. And they are heavy. Man, they can be full-fledged brick walls.
Yeah.
And they can be layered. They can be, you can peel one back and go, oh, there's another. There's another. We're human.
Yeah.
I have my own, but you're finding yours. There's a tier of things that are present here. You've got a guy in front of you, a client in front of you, who is paying your company for what it does well. You've already won the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, pretty much.
if you'll just copy and paste that, you will win.
Yeah.
But you've got to have the courage and the confidence to copy and paste it. All the technical stuff we talked about today was giving you a mechanical way of copying and pasting it. But the productized service that we just agreed on is essentially a repeat of that client.
It is, and being able to expand off of it, it just makes it just makes it palpably easier to hire, palpably easier to train, palpably easier to you know what I mean, to scale, basically.
You win, Alex. You win.
Yeah.
You
All
win.
Right. Yeah.
You win. Now, to turn that over one more. Okay, so you're admitting that, with this big client, I don't do a lot. Like, if it's just me and you talking, I don't do a lot. Right? Okay. You're hearing from me, that's okay. You're hearing from me, that's by design.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
If you're in the center fighting the fire, who runs the business? Time out. If you're in the center fighting the fire, who's running the business?
I'm like,
right? Okay. So there are some things as you get more confidence here, and as the time goes, you'll realize that there are some things mentally and emotionally that you should be thinking about. So yes, you're not involved with the direct execution with this client, but there are some people we need to hire in the next 6 months, and I need to think about that. Today, I'm gonna sit in this chair, I'm gonna drink some lemonade and think about who I should hire in the next 6 months, because that's worthwhile. Now, it doesn't look like hard work to you, but in 6 months, we're gonna need this dude. So let me see if I can figure out where to find him. Those thoughts are yours. Right?
Right.
When you and your wife decide over dinner to chit-chat about what web templates should be created in the future, that requires your real work.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It requires your attention.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're fighting the fights every day, if you're firefighting, if you're in the middle of every arrangement, and if you're doing that stuff, you don't have the energy to be forward-looking. You don't have the energy to solve the real fires when they happen inside your business. You don't have the energy, and you won't realize how upside down you are until it really hurts really bad.
Until it hurts, yeah.
So you need to create this space for yourself so you can do the leadership stuff.
Right. Yep.
And you can't be guilty about that, because this is my job.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So one more way of saying it, if your team member has an issue, for example, and they send you an email, you can respond to it because you got time.
Yeah. Sure.
But if you don't have time, they get ignored.
Yeah.
And then blah, 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 blah. Right? So you need space, man. You got to create space for yourself to do the things that only the leader can do.
Yep.
Man, I get really excited here. This is the highest use. This is where scalability happens. It happens here, not in that junk they sell you on the internet. It happens here in these ideas is when scalability becomes possible. But you got to lead, and you can't lead if you got these things blocking your brain, right? So today we went through that whole chain of events.